It's interesting seeing Google Earth used in this way, data educating people about the impacts of climate change. On YouTube, it's people educating people about the impacts of climate change. YouTube, as you probably all know, is the world's largest video sharing site. Every day, hundreds of millions of videos are viewed, and every minute, 20 hours of video are uploaded to YouTube. So it's a big, large platform that's democratic. Anybody can upload their thoughts to the site. And almost from the beginning, news and political content has been very strong on YouTube, primarily because people find it to be a place where they can get messages out that might not be getting enough attention in the mainstream media, or might not be being heard by their leaders as effectively as they could be. And climate change is often fit into both of those categories on YouTube. We've seen a high school teacher upload a 10-minute lecture called "The Most Terrifying Video You'll Ever See," in which he outlines why we must do something about the climate crisis. It's been viewed 7.5 million times, and it's just a guy with a little marker and a whiteboard writing out a matrix of why we need to take action on climate change. There's a grandmother. She calls herself the Green Granny. She gets on YouTube and she makes videos telling you how you can lower your environmental impact, shop more efficiently, and eliminate waste in your home. And then this is really a global phenomenon. There's a group called the Indian Youth Climate Network who went across India in 10 plug-in hybrid cars, visiting different Indian communities that were dealing with the energy crisis in different ways, and then uploaded those videos to YouTube to spread awareness of what people are doing to combat this crisis. So YouTube is a platform where a lot of people can get a lot of messages out there, and this partnership that Google and YouTube have with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is taking that one step further. Basically, we're tapping into that large and vibrant online community where the issues are discussed and bringing those voices to the Climate Change Conference in Copenhagen this December, so that the voices of average citizens are heard by leaders who are assembled there ready to make change. So I think we're going to play a quick video sort of outlining the YouTube, the field of video, I think, around this impact, and then we'll say a few things about how the campaign will work. See, the power of moving images really to get people to think about the climate crisis in new ways is something that happens on YouTube a lot. Let me say just a few words about what's going to be taking place on YouTube in the Raise Your Voice campaign. You can find the site at youtube.com/cop15. And starting today, any citizen around the world can upload a video talking about climate change, how it impacts them, and what they think needs to be done. That'll last through October 30th. At that time, there will be a selection of finalists who will be voted on by the YouTube community, and the top 2 video makers will actually get to go to Copenhagen to spend time for about 4 days with the leaders assembled there, have their voices heard at the conference, along with the voices of the rest of the YouTube community who has supported them in their video creation efforts. And then there's a phase 2, and this is, I think, where it gets really exciting. YouTube users will be able to submit questions for leaders in Copenhagen about climate change, both in text and in video, and then vote on each other's text and video questions so that the best ones rise up to the top. And then in Copenhagen, these questions will be addressed in 2 ways. First, there's going to be an upload booth at the COP15 conference where world leaders can come by, see the questions that are being submitted, and answer them directly via YouTube channels. And then secondly, we're going to be hosting a televised debate with our broadcast partner CNN, in which some of the leading climate change experts who are there will answer questions in a live town hall forum that will be both broadcast worldwide on CNN International, and then also live stream on YouTube. So we're very excited about this campaign. It's great to see the MFA taking really forward steps in this place. they're really committed to essentially making this the most transparent and open climate change conference in history. And we're really excited to give average citizens a voice right alongside the world leaders in Copenhagen this December.